Hello and welcome. The Prime Minister today took a dig at political parties that had approached the Supreme Court alleging the arbitrary use of central probe agencies against opposition leaders. The Prime Minister was speaking in Hyderabad after inaugurating several development projects and directed his guns on the Telangana Chief Minister too, claiming that a lack of cooperation from the state government was leading to a delay in the completion of several central projects. The Chief Minister Rao, though, had stayed away from the Prime Minister's events, as he has for more than a year now.
Flagging of Vande Bharat Express from Secunderabad to Tirupati, the second for Telangana in 3 months, 13 new multimodal services, modernization of Secunderabad railway station, new aims at Bibi Nagar, 4 national highway projects. Over 11,300 crore rupees investment is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi brought to Telangana, where he attacked Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao and his family without naming them. KCR had been invited to the event but skipped it.
हालांकि साथियों, केंद्र सरकार की इन कोशिशों के बीच मुझे एक बात के लिए बहुत पीड़ा है, बहुत दुख होता है, दर्द होता है। केंद्र के ज्यादातर प्रोजेक्ट्स में राज्य सरकार से सहयोग न मिलने के कारण हर प्रोजेक्ट में देरी हो रही है।
The Prime Minister also made a reference to the plea by 14 opposition parties alleging misuse of central investigation agencies, which the Supreme Court rejected.
भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ लड़ना चाहिए कि नहीं लड़ना चाहिए? भ्रष्टाचारियों के खिलाफ लड़ना चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए? देश को भ्रष्टाचार से मुक्त करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए? कितना ही बड़ा भ्रष्टाचारी हो, कानूनी कदम उठाने चाहिए कि नहीं उठाने चाहिए? भ्रष्टाचारियों के खिलाफ कानून को काम करने देना चाहिए कि नहीं करने देना चाहिए?
The KCR government on its part had put up posters to show there was dynastic politics in the BJP and also how scams and allegations disappeared once someone joined the Saffron party. In Chennai, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin was present when the Prime Minister opened a state-of-the-art new terminal at Chennai Airport and also flagged off the Vande Bharat Express from Chennai to Coimbatore.
So by adding the capacity around 10 to 12 million, it will help in growth of Chennai city and Tamil Nadu. It will allow us to connect to the more international town in the world. And also, what we will do is now we will shift international operation from T3 to T2 and designate T4 terminal as a domestic terminal.
The PM's afternoon was spent at the 125 years celebration of Ramakrishna Mutt, followed by a public event at Alstom Cricket Stadium, where the Prime Minister announced over 6,000 crores worth of infrastructure projects.
Friends, our governance philosophy is also inspired by Swami Vivekananda. He said that whatever privilege is broken and equality is ensured, society progress. Today, you can see the same vision in all our flagship programs. Earlier, even basic facilities were treated like privileges. Friends, Tamil Nadu's development is of a great priority to us.
Politically in Tamil Nadu, the BJP has very little presence and it hopes projects like this and the Prime Minister coming himself to launch these projects will showcase the party better to be able to make a dent in this Dravidian heartland. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.
And in his first visit after becoming Maharashtra Chief Minister in June last year, Eknath Shinde will be in Ayodhya tomorrow, that's on Sunday, along with MPs, MLAs and thousands of activists from his faction of the Shiv Sena. And leaders from his ruling ally, the BJP, are also expected to join the Chief Minister.
Ahead of Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde's visit to Ayodhya, Shiv Sena flags and banners with the Chief Minister's pictures have been put up all over Ayodhya. After getting the Shiv Sena name and the bow and arrow as his election symbol, Eknath Shinde is trying to portray himself as the true follower of Balasaheb Thackeray, visiting Ayodhya along with all the MLAs and MPs.
हमारी पार्टी हिंदुत्व का विचारधारा छोड़ के कांग्रेस राष्ट्रवादी के साथ जा रही थी, लेकिन हमारे शिंदे साहब ने उठाव किया और वापस जो हिंदुत्व की विचारधारा की पार्टी है वो रास्ते पे, हिंदुत्व के रास्ते पे वो लेके आए। और मुख्यमंत्री होने के बाद रामलला का ये पहला दर्शन है जो असली हक से जो आज हमें मिला है कि पार्टी हमारी जो फिसल गई थी हिंदुत्व की विचारधारा से, तो वापस हमारी पार्टी वापस वो मोड़ पे आई है।
Aarti will be performed on behalf of the Chief Minister on the banks of the Saryu on Sunday, and he will also meet the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath. Shinde will also take a bow and arrow from the Mahants of Ayodhya back to Maharashtra. This will be symbolic for Eknath Shinde's Hindutva politics ahead of the municipal elections in many districts of Maharashtra scheduled for later this year and ahead of next year's Lok Sabha and Assembly elections.
शिवसेना करके ये तीसरा दौरा है। इससे पहले भी 2 दौरे जो हुए उसमें मैं शामिल था, तब सीएम अलग थे, लेकिन जो अभी निवडणूक आयोग का निर्णय होने के बाद शिवसेना जिनके नेतृत्व में काम कर रही है वो एकनाथ शिंदे साहब महाराष्ट्र राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री है, मुख्य नेता है, वो आज कल अयोध्या में आ रहे हैं। मेरे ख्याल से जो 2 बार नहीं हुआ वो तीसरी बार होने जा रहा है। उत्तर प्रदेश के लोग भी उनके स्वागत के लिए तैयार हैं।
In June 2019, Uddhav Thackeray had visited Ayodhya on the completion of 100 days of Mahavikas Aghadi, and Aditya Thackeray had visited in May last year. The leaders of Thackeray faction took a dig at Eknath Shinde's visit to Ayodhya now.
जाने दो, राम सबका है, लेकिन राम सत्यवचनी है, राम सत्य का प्रतीक है। अगर वहाँ कोई बेईमान जाता है तो उनको राम का आशीर्वाद नहीं मिलेगा, इतना मैं कह सकता हूँ। राम के चरणों में तो सब जाते हैं और मुख्यमंत्री को अयोध्या का रास्ता तो हमने ही दिखाया है।
In the history of Shiv Sena, from Balasaheb Thackeray to Uddhav Thackeray and now Eknath Shinde, Ayodhya has played an important role in their political career. The last time Eknath Shinde was in Ayodhya, Uddhav Thackeray was the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. However, later Eknath Shinde revolted against Thackeray, accusing him of not following Hindutva, and now he is the Chief Minister of the state. And now it seems that his party members are leaving no stone unturned to project him as the real follower and leader of Hindutva. In Ayodhya, with Pramod Srivastava and camera person Rajesh Gupta, Sohit Mishra, NDTV.
And in the run-up to the Karnataka Assembly elections, just a little over a month away, the BJP Central Election Committee will be meeting on Sunday to reportedly finalize their Karnataka plans to finalize candidates for the Karnataka Assembly election. And Prime Minister Modi is also likely to attend the CEC meet on Sunday. According to party sources, the core group of the BJP in Karnataka has shortlisted 3 names for each assembly seat. That's going to be placed before the Central Election Committee. The party's central leadership will then brainstorm over these names before locking in the candidates. Remember, the assembly elections are going to be held in a single phase on the 10th of May. The counting of votes is scheduled on the 13th. This is just about 45 days away. The President Draupadi Murmu on Saturday flew a sortie on the Sukhoi 30 MKI fighter aircraft at the Tezpur Air Force Station in Assam. She was taking her maiden sortie on the fighter jet, and she becomes the second female head of state to fly in a warplane. President Murmu is on a 3-day visit to Assam and was accorded the Guard of Honor upon arrival at the Tezpur Air Force Station, which is India's strategic airbase in the northeast, the closest airbase to the Tawang sector. Sunday is going to be a big day. The much-awaited All India Tiger Census report is to be released. Here are some special reports after a short break. Finally, a special report. The much-awaited All India Tiger Census report will be released by Prime Minister Modi in Mysuru on the 9th of April. That's Sunday, as the occasion marks 50 years of Project Tiger, and it's India's big, ambitious project. We're going to leave you tonight with India's first success story when it comes to tiger relocation. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
June 28, 2008, an Air Force Mi-17 helicopter lands in the forests of Sariska. This is no less than a highly specialized combat operation. It is India's first tiger relocation project that's now underway. The biggest setback to Project Tiger and the tiger conservation movement happened in 2003 and 2004. When all the tigers of Sariska, a healthy population of 16, were wiped out due to poaching. Conservation circles were in shock. Rajasthan declared a red alert against poaching and a wildlife emergency. Under Project Tiger, 4 years later in 2008, the tiger relocation program began, when tigers from Ranthambore National Park were airlifted and shifted to Sariska. A male was followed by 2 females. They began to settle in. Tiger experts were anxious. And then, 4 years later, good news. In 2012, 2 tiger cubs were spotted in Sariska. In 2014, 2 more cubs followed. The baby boom had begun. Tigers were mating and producing cubs. Today, Sariska accounts for 27 tigers. It is India's first success story in tiger relocation. But what's the road ahead?
In order to ensure long-term survival, the government will have to think of putting in new blood all the time. Otherwise, it will be a bottleneck, and over a period of time, there is a possibility that the genetics may be totally, restricted, and therefore may end up in some kind of genetic problem over several generations.
Experts believe the success of Project Tiger is only possible if human habitation is moved out of sanctuaries.
The tiger is an animal which requires a landscape without human population, at least in a certainly large enough area for it to survive and breed and increase in numbers. Sariska had that kind of landscape. The point is, the management became lax, and therefore in Sariska the tigers were absolutely poached out. There is no question about it, as happened in Panna in Madhya Pradesh some years ago.
The tiger reserve at Ranthambore is a tourist delight. But now, Sariska, with its proximity to the national capital, is gaining ground.
2004 में टाइगर खत्म हुए थे सरिस्का में, और 2008 में फर्स्ट रिलोकेशन हुआ, ट्रांसलोकेशन. तो रणथंबोर से एक टाइगर, मेल टाइगर वहाँ डाला गया. फिर उसके बाद धीरे धीरे एक टाइगर डाली गई, फिर धीरे उनका कुनबा बढ़ा, और अब तो वहाँ सरिस्का में करीब 27 टाइगर हो गए. साइंटिफिकली देखिए ये है कि जो वहाँ एक तो वाटर होल्स काफ़ी हैं, और वहाँ कई से कंदराएँ हैं, गुफाएँ हैं, जहाँ पे अपने टाइगर की जो सेफ प्लेस होता है, जहाँ पे ब्रीडिंग हो सकती है, तो वहाँ पे वो प्लेसेस अच्छे हैं. वहाँ पे तो फूड, शेल्टर और वाटर, 3 चीज़ अगर हो जाए तो एनिमल ब्रीड करता है.
The roar of the tiger is back in Sariska. The Rajasthan government is now looking at relocating tigers to Mukundara near Kota. In Jaipur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
देखिए, मध्य प्रदेश इस समय टाइगर स्टेट है, लेपर्ड स्टेट है, बल्चर स्टेट है और अब चीता स्टेट भी है.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi gifted cheetah to Madhya Pradesh after 70 years. Now 4 cubs were born to cheetah Siaya and Freddy 6 months after they were moved to India as a part of the government's plan to reintroduce the big cat to the country. After welcoming new residents, Tiger State is eagerly waiting for the tiger census report, which will be released in Mysuru by the Prime Minister. Though this year landscape-wise data is likely to be released, but Madhya Pradesh is hoping to retain title of the Tiger State in the country. as the state has seen record births of cubs in different tiger reserves and unprotected forest areas. The state expects tigers to be around 700 in number this time.
Madhya Pradesh has a long conservation history, so we have done multiple interventions in wildlife management and innovations also, if you can say so. We basically have provided additional habitat to tigers and other wildlife by relocating villages from the core areas. So I mean we are doing our best to propagate the or to house the tigers in the state, and we are also actively managing the prey population also.
But in a written reply in the State Assembly, the government admitted that 10 tigers were poached in Madhya Pradesh in 2022, most of them electrocuted in wire traps. Between 2020 and 2022, at least 72 tigers and 43 leopards died in tiger reserves of MP due to various reasons. Of the 34 tiger fatalities recorded in Madhya Pradesh during 2022, the biggest loss was suffered by the Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve, where 9 big cats died in the 12-month period, followed by Pench and Kanha as per NTCA. However, with the State Tiger Strike Force, smart patrolling and dog squad for protection of tigers in the national parks, the authorities are saying no reason to worry.
We are also working on the anti-poaching strategy. We have a wonderful unit called STSF, State Tiger Strike Force, which has done immensely well in the past 1 decade. So they have cracked the international the gangs, and also we are also focusing on the man-animal conflict so that this doesn't rise.
Madhya Pradesh, which is home to 6 tiger reserves, Kanha, Bandhavgarh, Pench, Satpura, Panna and Sanjay Dubri, so death of over 30 tigers remain a concern, but experts are saying that death is unlikely to affect chances of Madhya Pradesh retaining tag of the tiger state. The Tiger Census report is compiled once in 4 years and the latest is due for release. During the last census, Karnataka reported 524 tigers, just 2 less than Madhya Pradesh, which recorded 526 tigers and is known as the Tiger State of India. In Bhopal, with camera person Rizwan Khan, Anurag Dwari for NDTV.